Hey world of Facebook, Lindsay Schramm here. I'm making a video this week for all you homeowners, those people out there, you own your home, or maybe you've been renting for a long time and it feels like you own a home. I want to talk about things you can do to freshen it up and really feel like you got a new place. But before I do, I have a few public service announcements for you. If you own a home in the municipality of Anchorage or in the Matsu Valley, there's a residential property tax exemption. You may have already taken advantage of it and signed up for it. If you have in the past, then it's done for life as long as you're living in that home, and you don't need to worry about this. But if you've never signed up for your residential property tax exemption, you could be missing out on some money in your pocket. And so the municipality of Anchorage, you need to file the paperwork before March 15th. Oh yeah, see, we got people watching who need to do this. And if you are in the Matsu Valley, April 30th is your date. You go onto the city's website or the borough's website, you can find all the paperwork right there. It walks you through step by step of what to do. Just make sure you get it in the mail before then. If you have any challenges, message me. Happy to walk you through this. If you're a previous client of mine, we sent you the info in the mail, but always feel free to call me. I'm happy to help. All right, that's public service announcement number one. Number two, tons of emails and phone calls from you guys this week about what is this I'm getting in the mail. There's a ton of junk mail going out there from companies about trying to look like they're FHA or Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac, and that there's some special offer out there that you need to take advantage of and call this number, and you could be saving thousands of dollars. And I'm not going to say that there isn't a better loan option out there for you, because I haven't looked at everybody's loan that may be watching this, but be aware that there are very deceptive or tricky practices that sometimes happen in the world of mortgage and mail marketing. A lot of your loan information could be public knowledge depending on the state that you purchased in, and easily obtained from a state website. This is true in the state of Alaska. So if you ever get something in the mail and you're like, is the loan investor really trying to reach out to me? Always, if you liked working with your last mortgage loan originator, reach out to them. Ask them, hey, is this you guys? Is this legitimate? Could I be saving thousands of dollars? Because if you can, awesome. But if you reach out to that person and they say, no, this isn't, a real deal, you can just shred it. That's a choice. Or if you're really ticked off and you're like, I don't like this, there is the CFPB. They're our reporting agency. They're the one who keeps our industry clean and running at a good standard. You could always report it to them as well. So just food for thought. If you get something crazy looking in the mail or looks too good to be true, feel free to reach out to your old mortgage loan originator. Or if it wasn't a good experience, they're retired, it didn't work out well with you and them, feel free to private message me. My team would be happy to take a look at it and your current loan standing and see if we think there's a good fit for you out there. I got people messaging me already. We got to cruise through that. All right, so those are our public service announcements for this day. In other news, you know how you live in a house for a while and you're living there and you love it and you love it and you love it, and then all of a sudden it just kind of feels worn in or used, or maybe something in your life's changed. You got another kid, you have less kids, there's more animals, there's less animals. You want to center your life around a different area of town, and all of a sudden it doesn't feel so great anymore, your house. I mean, it's not horrible, it's just not as great as it used to be. Well, I have some tips and tricks for you to make it feel fresh again and just love it all over again. And these are simple ways. So this isn't, hey, go sell your house and buy a new one. But maybe just rearranging the furniture a little bit could be that little change and spring into your step when you walk into the house. My family loves to play with the blue painter tape. So we will move all the furniture off to the sides, and then we have the measurements for our furniture because we're kind of geeky like that. And we'll take blue tape and start laying it on the floor to see where we think the furniture might work best. And that way we don't throw out our back trying to move things that don't need to be moved ahead of time, but we get to keep it fresh and try something new and make the space feel brand new and function well for our family and where we're at. So one idea, go ahead and try moving your furniture around. Or I love doing this, especially this time of year. This time of year in Alaska, it's starting to get brighter, but it's still not like sunshiny outside. Most of the daylight hours, I'm at my office, so I'm staring at a computer screen. I'm not really, getting to experience the sunlight that's out there. And so I like to bring fresh plants in. So instead of getting a cut flowers for Valentine's Day, I like to go in and buy a violet or a little house plant or something like that and just kind of freshen up the space that way and bring some life into it and just feel like, oh, look at this. It's a brand new area for me. Maybe, and we just did this one. I love this one. Okay. Hardware on your cabinets. So I'm a cautious person and I have never put hardware on my cabinets because once you do it, it is there. Like there's a hole in your cabinet. You put a hole in your cabinet, there's no going back from hardware. And so all of my drawer fronts in my house, none of them had hardware. And we just put it in our bathroom downstairs. We put some hardware in, brushed nickel hardware to match our lighting fixtures. And I love, 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 love it. In fact, I was just telling a friend the other day that helped us. I love going into my bathroom now, especially with this hardware, because it just feels like a brand new space. And it's very streamlined and sleek and modern. And I just love going into my bathroom in the morning. So there is a thought, you could put some hardware in there. Decluttering is something. So we're almost in spring cleaning mode. You could be decluttering, getting prepared for that summer garage sale, doing some donations, and just create some more space for yourself. Or maybe it's time to deep clean. Like you start cleaning and you go, whoo, we get some cleaning up in here. So you could do that yourself, or maybe you need to hire someone. I got some great professionals for that. So if you need that, go ahead and message me and just get the sparkle back into your house. So those are some ideas for you. If you're living in your house and you're like, it's just not working or it doesn't feel as nice as it used to, those are some easy, low cost things that you could do to fall back in love with your space again. Now, maybe you're watching this and you're like, Lindsay, you have not seen my house and my life. That ain't gonna cut it for me. I get ya. So one of the things that we have here at my loan company is a renovation loan. And I'd be happy to talk more about that with you. I did it on my home that I own right now this last summer, and I love going home now. It's not just that we put hardware on the cabinets, but that did make me fall back in love with my bathroom. But I have new trim and the exterior paint is done, and we moved some walls in our house and truly made the space new. And so maybe you're looking for something that's a little bigger than just moving the furniture around, and you have some equity in your house. I'd love to talk to you about our renovation loan product and how it could help you stay in your current home, keep a lot of that equity, and be happy again when you go home. Maybe you're watching this and the space isn't yours, so you can't renovate it, that that you live in a rental, or you're just going, nope, so much has changed in our circumstance. It's time to get rid of this place. I'd love to talk to you about the next steps in the buying and selling process. So feel free to private message me this week. I am on Facebook way too much. I think that's most of us in the US anymore. And make your home a place you love to be, whether that's just small little low cost changes or maybe a whole renovation or a brand new house. Make sure you love it because you're spending life there. I look forward to talking to you guys next week.